I think the best thing that I know how to tell people is turn yourself into the healthiest human you can. And then the rest of it is kind of out of your control.
I actually find that approach quite refreshing. And I think it's true. You just get a better radar. You get a better ability to spot frequency. And I don't mean on a spiritual level. I just mean on a general human level. You, like you just said, you set up your boundaries better. You have better barriers. You have better filters early on. You don't allow someone with bad behavior to last longer than they should.
Absolutely.
And all of those things save you from wasting time and energy. And I think one of the biggest things is you don't allow your old kind of Hollywood romance Disney version that was programmed into you to rerun the program every time it feels that way. So I think so much of this goes back to that same thing. It's like, how do you not let that old circuitry take over again? Even if you've learned all these new principles and you're meditating and you're mindful and all this stuff, but it can just flip back.
Yep.
Because it's so hardwired. And that ultimately, sometimes you see people who are doing all the right work, but they meet someone that they found attractive traditionally, and then everything's gone out the window.
Yeah. So I think it's really uncomfortable. It's a beautiful example because you kind of do everything that you're supposed to do, but you never do the one thing you need to do. I see this all the time in my patients. And you offered, I think, the best example, which is you find someone that you're attracted to. And what a lot of people need to do is start looking at people they're not attracted to. Don't just accept that attraction, because when you follow that kind of attraction, it gets you back into the cycle. I'm going to meditate and I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this, but then this kind of person shows up and I'm going to make the same damn mistake again, right?
Yeah.
So it feels so counterintuitive. I think another thing, like, so sometimes my patients will come in, we'll talk about, dating and relationships, and they'll be like, but it sounds like, Dr. K, you're saying I shouldn't be myself. And I'm like, yeah, you shouldn't. I think being yourself, I know this sounds kind of weird, but let me explain. Being yourself is one of the worst things that you can do. Like, what created this version of you? A lot of unconscious programming, a lot of social conditioning, a lot of trauma, right? All of these things have turned you into the current version of you. So I think the real you is way more formless and egoless and all that kind of stuff. We actually need to dismantle. Don't just be this set of patterns. That's what they oftentimes mean. They say, like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. So I'm going to continue acting at my worst. This is what we tell people nowadays. I think that's a terrible idea. And we wonder why there's such a dating and mating crisis when everyone's like, I'm just going to be me. If you don't like me, you can move on. I'm going to move on too. Everyone is replaceable. I don't need to change, right? So I think we need to take a step back from that and try to really turn yourself into the best human being that you know how to be. And then I think things will turn around, which is what I see pretty consistently.